Okay, mic should be on. Everything appears to be fine, dandy. Text is this and that. There we go. Now friend on board. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, we're back for some more Professor Layton, and also I realized this just literally the second I started streaming. It's October now, and the music just happened to be Halloween themed. Just a complete accident. It was the Hang Castle music from Sonic Heroes, the Haunted Mansion level. Absolute accident. Didn't mean that. It was
like, oh yeah, Halloween, that's a thing.
It was on the playlist. Halloween doesn't matter. I already saw Christmas themed products in August. Like, fuck. That's probably I think it was like mid August or September. That's probably the earliest I've ever seen holiday themed stuff. It wasn't straight up decorations, it was like, oh, I see those snowflakes on this product packaging.
Yeah, the most culture shock I got was when I was in the US, and there was like the Halloween decoration because it was the start of October, or mid of October.
You were midway.
Yeah, and then there was like the Christmas decoration next to it, just like, wait, seriously? I thought it's like, okay, Halloween ends and then you do Christmas, but you just do both at the same time. What the hell?
It's like, for me, nowadays, could you at least reach October? We're in September, and it's already there. Fuck. Midway October at best. Anyway, alright, let me switch over here. Game, and then pause it. There we go. Right, right, we gotta meet the chief who's in the restaurant, I think. So let me take the boat. Boat makes sense. Yes, Buck. Let's go. Do we need to? No, we don't need to. No, we don't need to. Yes, I don't think we actually need to. It's just a bit to the north. Sorry, wasted your time. Sorry, it's just
suspected Bucky.
The opportunity of fast travel was right there. Oh, he's got nothing. Yeah, that's nice. Sorry, I was expecting a puzzle. Yeah, no.
Should I?
Can you do it, or? There you go.
Done.
Thank you. I guess the UI for OBS is updated. I've actually got more immediate buttons than I did before. Good. Oh, you must have a puzzle by now. Like, I've walked past you a few times now. You must have something.
Okay.
What?
It's like, talk. Ah, puzzle.
Give us the puzzle, lady! Okay. The Rainbow Cottages are very popular with the tourists, and one of the main attractions is the pleasant waterside stroll connected by 12 bridges. A visiting couple have decided to paddle a boat out to one of the cottages and walk back to the mainland, crossing each of the 12 bridges only once. Which cottage should they start at? Oh, yay.
Okay.
Not cheating, because they have to start from A, technically, by default. Because they gotta... No, whatever. Alright, they get in via the boat, that's specified.
Yeah, it's hard to figure this out. So it's like, there's one with 3 connect... No, there's 2. No, there's one with 4 as well.
No, just did it.
No, they have to cross all the bridges.
All the bridges? How are they going to do that?
Yeah, each of the 12 bridges only once.
Oh, so they have to cross the bridges, but not the locations. Okay, so they can visit a location multiple times then.
I assume.
But they can't backtrack.
My gut feeling is D, because it's the only one with an odd number of it.
Now, see, the problem here is, say, here, you have to go this way, and I'm assuming the same applies to B. because you have to cross both bridges. So you might as well make it, go around the islands. You want something 3 or more.
Yeah, it actually makes sense. Like, you have to go from C to A and then to F as well.
Okay, well, we at least crossed out B or G because they're impossible to work with. Same applies with E.
Can you just draw from C to A and then to F?
Erase that then.
Not everything.
Sorry.
Just
let me read.
Yeah.
Okay, so C to F, you said?
Yeah. No, C to A and then to F.
This?
Yeah. Because if you started D, you could now go from F back to D, then to C, and then back to F.
So here.
Other direction.
I'll start with F.
Yeah.
I'll start with F, then this way.
Go here. Then you can go back to F, and then you have like the connection to G.
Okay, so we should start with F, which had the most options.
No.
But
Alright. I think we start with D.
D? Are you sure?
I see that it works right now.
Alright.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
Okay, good.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
I have a hard one to visualize correctly without crossing your wires.
Hello, it was the odd one. Like, it's the only odd one that's gonna be part of it.
Yeah, fair. Okay, moving on. I'm not gonna bother with you, I don't care. No, I don't like you.
But she likes you a lot.
Wait, what's he doing here?
The one trip between Grand Bridge and Harry Hill is a long haul, even for Bucky here.
Yes, I imagine so.
Hey, for my customers, I would do anything. You guys want a ride?
A ride? Right, you mean? Wouldn't that be impractical?
The word impractical is not in old Bucky's dictionary. But do you want a ride? Bucky's got some great boats here. This is...
There's no boat here. There's no river. Not that I can see. Do you see one?
No.
Oh, this is an unofficial station. It's not even on the chart. This is a one-way trip.
Where would we want to...
I mean...
Oh, I guess
it might be useful in a minute, maybe. I get the feeling we need to be somewhere else in a minute.
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. Chief Constable Jakes will see you now. Our chief is amazingly talented, so you show some respect. And, tell him I said so, will you? His office is just down the left corridor here. Thanks. Where are those hint coins at? Must proliferate.
Just, we really rob a police station.
It's not robbing, it's procuring. Oh.
But actually, it's the definition of procuring.
Yeah, I'm a little vague on that as myself. I'm more familiar with the word in Metal Gear, to be honest.
What did you say the chief of police is known as? Bird-eyed Jakes. What kind of person calls himself that?
Humility may not be the chief's strong suit. He sounds like an excellent detective, nonetheless. Let's reserve judgment until we meet the man. Oh boy, cutscene. Don't like his smug aura.
So, you're the archaeologist who took it upon himself to investigate the Spectre, huh?
Yes, my name is Layton. It's a pleasure to...
Layton, oh. No hell of you. How's your investigation going?
Well, we're just getting started, to be honest.
He looks pretty ordinary for someone with a third eye.
You've never been in the detective world, have you?
Yeah, I have. I'm friends with one. Emmy, shh.
Chief Jakes, did you investigate the death of Mr. Bard last year?
No, we just let that one go. Huh. But you think Bard's death got something to do with the Spectre?
I believe there is the possibility of a connection, yes. You determined that the death of Mr. Bard was a suicide. How were you able to determine that?
Easy. We found a will.
The mere presence of a will is not enough to indicate a suicide, is it?
No, it's not. Most like how a big head isn't enough to indicate someone with police experience.
Says the man with the fedora. I'm not challenging your judgment, Chief Jakes. I just need to confirm some facts.
Then allow me to confirm. I know that Mr. Bard threw himself into the lake because someone saw him.
Clark Triton was your witness.
They've done you some homework. Yes, Mayor Triton witnessed it while he was out fishing. If you got a problem with it, perhaps you should take it up with the mayor himself.
I see. Thank you for your cooperation.
Run along and dig us some buried treasure now.
I'm sorry?
Layton, you know why they call me Third-Eye Jakes?
Yes. They call you that because you solved every one of your cases.
It's because I've solved every one of... Yeah, that's right. And you know how I've done that?
Well, couldn't say for certain without a full investigation.
Let me save you some legwork. I've solved every one of my cases because I see everything. I see some interlopers crashing my sleepy little hamlet. I see the mayor's son running around town with said interlopers.
With all due respect, Chief, we were invited to stay here.
That's right, by the mayor himself.
By technicality, but we're not going to say anything about that.
Really? Did the mayor ask you to track his spy around town while you investigate Mr. Bard's death? Father doesn't even know where I am right now. All the more reason he may want to know about Layton here sticking his nose where it doesn't belong.
We should be going now.
Layton, I've got my eyes on you. All three of them. I want you out of Miss Tollery. You understand me? I'll give you 24 hours to pack your stuff. Get in that funny little car of yours and go back to London. The clock is ticking, Layton. You can't do this. Hey, what are you trying to say? That's not fair.
Let's just go, Luke.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, Layton. What a strange man.
Very strange, man. Nothing ominous about that at all.
I won't stand for this. Chief Jakes is going too far. We have to talk to Luke's father.
We will, Emmy, but right now I'm a little more concerned about something else.
The police is supposed to protect people. Why would he act like that?
Jakes wants us off the case for some reason. Regardless, we have a duty to seek the truth here. And to that end, I agree. Let's go and see your father, Luke. Well, this is where the fast travel is going to come in handy.
I mean, there's a river beyond the police station. You just drag his boat there.
I guess. I'm assuming that's a non-accessible route back there. Yes, I would like the ride now. Number... Where is the house?
It's one.
Is it one?
Yeah.
Okay, off we go. Whee! Okay, fantastic. Is Clark around?
Shh, Mr. Layton. Oh, that's right. Luke left the house in secret.
True, but I imagine Clark is well aware that his boy is gone by now. But first... I can't remember who did what. I think you did this one.
Did I tell you we sometimes hear noise coming from the cellar, even if there's no one down there? Dolan says it's probably just the wind in the forts. This time I think it must be going balmy. Maybe it's the old squire's ghost. I reckon he came to Ireland, you know?
You mean Evan Bard? I thought his death was ruled a suicide.
Just between you and me, he wasn't particularly well liked. He had most of the land in town and hiked the rent up. That didn't make him any friends. And then he always acted so fine mighty. The only person he would talk to was Mr. Triton. I was dismissed from the household years ago. It was lucky for me that they took me on here, I'll tell you. But then you just don't know, do you? Might have had his own reasons not to want to live.
I see. And you believe he may be haunting this house? Why this one?
No, I didn't mean... There's no reason at all why he would come and haunt poor Mr. Triton's house. Oh, don't mind old Beth, dearie. In fact, I have a little puzzle for you, if you fancy it.
The grown-ups are talking here.
Daddy is talking to a police officer.
Alright. Your lucky tablecloth is damaged, and you want to salvage it. After cutting off the shaded area, you make 2 straight cuts along the dotted lines and end up with 3 pieces. Sewing these pieces together gives you a smaller square tablecloth decorated with 5 complete 4-leaf clovers. Draw 2 lines on the cloth to show those 2 straight cuts you make. I hate these because I have a hard time visualizing it.
What?
Okay, so by default, this area is gone, so that makes the shape a bit more
Yeah,
unique.
but 2 straight cuts.
It's one of those, you take the pieces, flip them, and insert them back in together to make a new shape. But I'm terrible at these, so I'm gonna need a cheat.
Yeah. I think I'm starting to understand what they want from us, but...
Like, I'm very dismal at this.
Okay, so we go from the shaded right corner. Top right, sorry. Yeah, just down to the chair.
Here?
The right chair, sorry.
Here?
Yeah. And then we just do from the left bottom corner to the other line.
Here.
Yeah.
Trying to see how this will work in the final thing before it tells us.
How about this? I knew I could do it.
It's shit like this. I'm not good. Like, getting the shape is fine. It's the fucking pattern that's what will trip me up.
Yeah. But... I'd want to gossip, and I would never say a word against the master, but it is a bit strange how Mr. Bart left all this land to Mr. Triton. They weren't related or nothing. And just the way the master has become all funny ever since Mr. Triton's been gone.
Okay. Is he in here or is he upstairs? I'll ask anyway. Good day, Mr. Layton. Master Luke. Mr. Triton is presently in the first floor study. I forgot I was going to check that anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just checking here real quick. If I missed anything, maybe there's a new hidden puzzle. Just saying. It's a hint coin for all I know. No, I did. Good job, me. I got 3 in here anyway. I'm just gonna make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, good. How is the investigation going, Herschel? I hope Luke hasn't been troublesome. Quite the contrary. Luke has been very helpful, Clark. I would like to ask you something. Of course. How can I help? I need you to tell me everything you know about the death of Evan Bard. Evan Bard? I'll tell you the same thing I told the police. I saw someone fall off a cliff. That's it. I didn't see anyone else around. I didn't even know it was Bard when it happened. Chief Jakes closed the case as suicide. Yes, well, that makes sense if no one else was there. What about the will? Why would Bard leave you his land deeds? Evan was a friend, and the only person in town with whom I could discuss intellectual matters. You would have liked him very much, Herschel. Of course, I was still very surprised by the will. Chief Jakes confirmed the will and acted as the executor. He took care of everything for me. I became an extensive landowner overnight, and I've been dealing with the red tape ever since. And Ariana and her brother? They are still the future heirs, as far as I'm concerned. I only planned to oversee the land until they were of age. Unfortunately, it is possible that Ariana will not live long enough to see that happen. So you know about her illness? Of course. It's truly tragic. I don't know what I would do if such a fate were to befall Luke. Evan was always so attentive to his children. I was shocked to learn that he hadn't made adequate provisions for them. Do you agree with Jake's conclusion about Bard's death? Well, he is much more qualified to make that judgment than I am. He is Third-Eyed Jakes, after all. Yes. That name derives from his ability to solve every case. I understand. Every case, yes, Herschel. The man has practically eliminated crime in Miss Tollery. Besides the activities of witches and spectres, of course. What are you implying, Herschel? Please, just this once, stop speaking in riddles. Cases ruled as accidents, unexpected confessions, complaints being withdrawn. Yes, go on. It's a common pattern among solved cases. Herschel, you don't think Jakes has anything to do with Bard's death, do you? Would the master like to have his dinner now? Doland, you gave me quite a start. How long have you been there? Only moments, sir. I apologize if you did not hear me knock. Am I disturbing the master? No, of course not, no. Yes, dinner sounds splendid. Herschel, Emmy, please join us. We have several aged wines in the cellar, Herschel. Perhaps you could go down and select a bottle for us. You want me to pick a wine? Perhaps the master would prefer I select a wine to go with dinner. Oh, no. Our friend Layton is quite the connoisseur when it comes to wine. Isn't that right, old boy? Well, it would be my pleasure. Where is the wine cellar? Yes, down into the wine cellar, Layton.
Yeah. I didn't know you went to wine, Professor. Is there anything you don't know about?
To be honest, I'm more of a connoisseur of tea. I can't claim to know much about wine at all.
Really? Why did Clark say that you do?
It seemed to me that Clark was fabricating a reason for us to go to see the basement. There must be something there. I think we should do as he wishes.
The cellar is through the blue door down on the ground floor hallway.
Yep.
Also, are they eliminating crime for the greater good?
For the greater good.
Looks like a normal cellar to me. How are we supposed to know this?
Luke, does anything strike you as out of the ordinary?
No, not really. Actually, the basin's been off limits lately, so I can't say for sure.
Yeah, because there's wine down here. You're not supposed to touch that.
This is England. I can drink when I want.
No, we think of France.
Oh, off limits. Did you get caught on his scuffing food tarts between meals, Luke? What? No. They were eclairs.
Yeah, eclairs.
Eclairs, and that's not the point. Quiet.
What is it, Emmy?
I thought I heard something. Maybe I imagined it.
Perhaps it was a mouse.
I beg your pardon?
My apologies, Luke. I wonder if there is something we're missing. Professor Layton, is there anything I can do to help? No, I think we're fine, Doland, thank you. Doland, did you happen to know Mr. Bard as well? Yes. I know it isn't kind to speak ill of the departed. Mr. Bard was a man who charged extortionate rents to those who lived on his land. Some are inclined to believe that he was thrown from the cliff by an angry tenant. Surely a cultured man like yourself is aware how the locals will gossip.
It's the bed this old part is remembered for.
Most everyone knew him. Most everyone despised him. Oh, but I do prattle on. If you have selected a wine, I can carry on with preparing dinner.
Dolan, has my dad been acting strange to you lately?
He has been rather preoccupied, I would say. Much of his time is spent in the study. Yes. Clearly, Clark has other matters at hand. Let's get going. You're not staying for dinner? We'll have to do it another time. Please give my regrets to Clark.
Thanks for your help, Dolan.
My pleasure. Do be careful out there.
It's the butler, it's always the butler.
Puzzle, puzzle, puzzle. Oh, there it is. Come on. It's a wine rack. Bottles are arranged haphazardly.
So, you think they forgot to tally them up?
Having bottles lying around on the ground isn't very wise. Let's put them away before someone breaks one. This has got to be a good one. It's about wine bottles. Maybe. In order to store this fine wine in an appropriate manner, the following rules must be observed. White wine should always be stored so that there is only one bottle on any horizontal, vertical, or diagonal line. It sounds like,
Sudoku,
yeah, it does. Red wine should also be stored so that there's only one bottle on the same horizontal, vertical, diagonal line. The two bottles already in the crate cannot be moved. Okay, this is just Sudoku. Do your magic. It's like the cat one.
Yeah. And I guess to start with the second row, third column to place the right one.
Here?
Second, other way around. Yeah, and then one to the left. Sorry. Yeah, and then we moved one on the right, yeah. And then you do one in the third row and second column.
White.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mix up my rows and columns easily.
Yeah, it's
Third
like,
row, second here.
yeah, this one, yeah. So at some point I figure out a way to communicate this.
No, it just takes me longer than it should to register. You keep going, I'll get it right.
I guess then you place one. I have pretty hard time.
Hang on, doesn't placing the two whites already break the rule? They can't be in a
Yeah, I
diagonal
think
line.
as well. Yeah.
You take that out then.
Okay, which means that
You don't have to use up all the space, by the way. More than
Yeah.
enough.
and I guess it's buff for second column for now for a right one again. To the left. Yeah. And I guess you put one next to the right one.
Here?
Yeah. And yeah, then you can put the last one in the middle. Yeah. Should be correct, right?
I'm not seeing any rules broken so far. So now we gotta figure out the reds.
Can we just do the exact same thing?
First. What, put one here?
Yeah. Then
I got
put
time.
one like in the first column on the third row. Then just now you have to do this one more to the left.
Do I have to?
Yeah, because
Oh yeah,
yeah. Yeah, then just place it here.
Looks okay. I'm not seeing anything diagonal or touching. Yeah, that looks fine.
Yeah.
Time to apply some creative thinking.
Oh, thank God.
A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Yay,
Yeah, there's
unique.
multiple solutions.
Well, it's the same, just be mirrored due to the nature of the
yeah,
placement of the
yeah,
bottles. Perfect. That's everything tidied away now.
This is fun.
Oh, you. The rest of the hint coins, I only found the one. That's gotta be somewhere on this rack of
I think they
bottles,
need
isn't
to
it?
teach you something of programming just to get your columns and rows in order. It's like, so there's like,
Look, okay,
it's hard to explain.
okay. In my brain, when I hear a column, I'm thinking, oh, the vertical one, right?
I mean, yeah, but it's down, and that isn't. But
Column is up and down, rows is left and right, right?
no.
Anyway,
Okay, why did you go to the basement now?
probably just to get away
Okay.
from the conversation.
Professor, what was that about?
What, with the library and Clark's account, there are still many questions about Bard's death. This, coupled with the Spectre not being reported outside Miss Tollery, troubles me. It would appear that someone is carefully manipulating information about these two events.
Was it for to put in a cover-up conspiracy? This is shaping up to be quite a case. But who is capable of doing this? Emmy, you know this. Yeah, there's only one person I can think of. Who, Luke? Chief Constable Jakes. He's in a position to do both of those things.
Luke is spot on. Jakes is the only one in this town capable of both.
He's supposed to be a public servant. That's just unforgivable.
Emmy, your faith in public servants is inspiring. However, there is no doubt that Jakes is withholding information. We need to find out more about him. Even
Like,
Layton,
Emmy, you're shown to be smarter than this.
even Layton's admitting that the police can be corrupt. Yay. Oh, Inspector Grosky, your muscles glisten in the country, just as they do back in London. How manly!
You again? What are you doing here?
For Grosky, I would walk through fire. Luckily, I didn't have to. I just took a taxi out here. Emmy, do you know this woman?
Sort of, I bumped into her in London.
Grosky told me he had a lead. He must be on the trail of a notorious criminal. Oh, it's too exciting. He seemed even more determined than usual. I wish he would search for me with that kind of passion.
He said he had a lead. Which way did he go?
He just ran off that way. He's probably at the crossroads now. Might still be able to catch him. Let's hurry.
The question is, if she's so obsessed with him, why isn't she there where he is?
Something senpai desu.
Yeah, but like, should she be? Should she be there?
No, she's like one of those long distance lovers.
Gentlemen, I hope we're not going to have any trouble here.
Emmy, your methods are unorthodox, but very effective.
Thanks. Whenever you need a little muscle, you just let me know, Professor, and I'll be there.
I'll keep that in mind.
That was more technique than muscle.
Yeah.
Jake sent them after us.
Looks like Jakes didn't want to wait the full 24 hours to get rid of us.
Was Mr. Bard killed by these thugs?
Unfortunately, we can't say for certain.
Layton, Emmy, I've been looking over for you two. I've got a very corporeal lead on that Spectre of yours.
Really? That's great, Inspector.
The police chief in this town is really ahead of the game. He said that a tall-hatted gentleman and a fiery young lady abducted the mayor's son. He added that they were posing as investigators when, in fact, they were controlling the Spectre. Not to dampen your spirits, but that does narrow the suspects down a fair bit. Is any of this true, Layton? Explain yourself. Chief Jakes hasn't given us a warm welcome. That's for certain.
Don't be fooled, Inspector. Jake is the real culprit. I know it.
What? Jakes, you say? He's trying to pull the wool over my eyes, huh? I, Grosky of the Yard, will not take such shenanigans sitting down.
Inspector, wait. He really is quick for someone his size.
He is the peak physical fitness. Yes, you need a time machine to keep up with Grosky.
Professor, we didn't get to tell Koski what's happening. Should we go after him?
No, let's avoid running into Jakes again if possible. You can continue our investigation. My concern is growing about the situation with Jakes, however. Let's see. Definitely past the midway point by this point. I think there's like 10 chapters total and then an epilogue.
It's, yeah, the latest of 10 mysteries seems reasonable.
Which a lot of,
Work fast.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, a lot of them haven't been solved yet. We should have like gone through a couple by now of them being solved.
Yeah. We need to work fast. Jake is just waiting for an opportunity to take us out. Yes, we'll have to be really careful.
I think we should be alright as long as we stay in populated areas. Luke, who knows that you are the one predicting the Spectre's appearances?
Just Donald. He promised he wouldn't mention me to the police.
I see. Well, young Oracle, you know where the Spectre will strike next?
Not yet. No.
Ah, well, I have a prediction. I believe the next attack will take place between Hyard Arch and the reservoir.
What? So you can predict the future too?
Not quite, Emmy. I simply deduced it from Luke's notes.
Right, notes?
Yes, looking at the records you kept provided proved it to be quite helpful. I now know that the Spectre never strikes the same street twice. It has appeared in the same area on more than one occasion. It spreads out its attacks.
Of course, I haven't realized that.
It's all in there. By looking at the patterns, one can work out where the Spectre will appear next.
That's amazing, Professor.
You might just stay one step ahead of Jake's with this information. Let's head for High Yard Arch.
Alright.
I don't know where that is, so I'm just gonna do it on foot. No, okay, that's a bit more north than we realised. No, you don't. Bastard. I've got like 9 of these things by now, I think.
Yeah. It looks as if you were right, Mr. Layton. Why do you say that? The Spectre will appear here tonight.
Really? Please go on.
How do you know, Luke? It's the water level. The water level. What about it? I suppose I can tell you now, Mr. Layton. Of course you know by now that I'm not some supernatural oracle. I can just talk to animals. I've been able to predict when and where the Spectre would appear because of one simple thing. It was the water level in the canals. At first I just noticed it by chance.
Probably could nurse this detail if you were observant about it.
I was walking through town and saw that the water was very low in one stretch of canal. I didn't think much of it until the Spectre attacked that very spot the same evening. It hit just in the place where the water was low. Thought it might have been a coincidence, but I started tracking the water levels just in case. After that, I realized that there must be a connection. Whenever the water level fell, that meant the Spectre would attack there that night. You came up with all that by yourself. Wow.
I wonder if the Spectre somehow needs water to appear.
Hang on a second, look. Why didn't you tell us this earlier? That info might have been useful. It's just... I didn't know if I could trust you. Oh, Mr. Layton. That means you trust us now, I suppose. Hey, hang on another second. How are you tracking water levels in town? If you hardly ever left your room? I heard from my friend. This Tuppy.
Ah, you little shit.
Why do you have a mouse in your pocket?
Oh, they're cute.
As I said, he's my friend. I don't get everywhere he says, but I understand enough.
Ah, the early days before he refined his talent.
Like, I know there's always he can talk, like he's good at saying it. Does he literally talk to them?
I have no fucking idea, man. Like, they never go into full details. It's just something that he can do.
Yeah. Wow, so you can talk to mice? I think that could be even weirder than the whole Spectre business. I don't really understand it either.
Even the devs don't know what the answer to this is.
I do like it when they keep it vague.
Like, it's one of those things that is better left unexplained, because the second you start over explaining it, the magic's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen stranger things since we arrived here, me. So, Luke, the Spectre will appear here tonight?
Yes, if my theory is correct, Well, Professor, what should we do?
Let us see if Luke's theory holds water, so to speak.
Did we tell Donald so he can alert the police?
Actually, no. Let's evacuate the residents on our own this time.
What? Why, Mr. Layton?
We are going to set a little trap for the Spectre.
We are? What are we going to do? What are you planning, Mr. Layton?
We're going to have a final showdown with this Spectre.
How are we going to do that?
First, we'll evacuate the residents, then we'll need to visit the black market. We're going to do some illegal trade. That's one solved. That's better than nothing. Actually, does it go into detail? Nope. Okay.
We got a bit of a problem.
I assume you're referring to one Herschel Layton? I must decide on a plan of action for when he finds out, and he will find out.
You already know about this guy.
I do. Fate is so interesting sometimes.
Professor, how are we going to get everyone in the area to evacuate without the help of the police?
Luke, do you know anyone who can take charge of an operation like this?
I think Grandpa would do it. He loves ordering people around. He's certainly skilled enough for the job. If Grandpa told people to leave, they would definitely listen to him. He's probably still at Lady's restaurant, typing.
Splendid. Maybe we can persuade him to channel his energy into helping the residents.
So, off to Paddy's restaurant then. I wonder what the special is today.
Right. I don't see any fast way to get there. Also, notice on the team thing that we've got the mouse on there now. Yeah, give me that. I still don't know what these are for. I should probably look up what the purpose of these are, because I have no idea. Shouldn't talk to you, but I'm gonna anyway. Oh, no. I think he's already said this before. No thanks. No more of your strange stuff, sir. Mr. Greb, there is something I'd like to speak to you about.
Me.
I think that was you, yeah.
You lot again. The Titan put you up to this, but I don't have time for you. Leave me alone.
Please calm down, Mr. Greb. The Spectre will appear again tonight, according to Luke's predictions.
Predictions? I heard there was someone making predictions, but you're saying it's this job. Never mind that. Did you say the Spectre's coming? That's no joking matter. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Tonight, near Highard Arch. But the police cannot be involved this time. We have to organize the evacuation in their stead. You are well respected in the neighborhood. Would you help us get everyone to safety?
You're asking me to help. How can I trust you? Why should I believe this boy can predict anything? If you're trying to manipulate me with some cock and bull story, you'll come to regret it.
It's definitely British slang sitting in there. I wonder if that's translated differently in the American version.
I never heard about it. On the other hand, if what you say is true, the townspeople are in great danger.
Harumph.
Very well. I cannot put my pride before the safety of others. I will help you. but you will have to devise a way to get everyone out in time.
That sounds fair. Would you have any suggestions?
I can call on a few friends to help with the evacuation, but the rest is up to you.
Right, so here's the ground plan. See. Grip asked some acquaintances to help evacuate the entire neighborhood, but he was only able to recruit 9 people. 2 whose voices carried 3 squares, 3 of who, whatever distance is. Where should you tell each person who stands so that the evacuation messages reach every street? Do I get a visual if I place them down? I do. Okay, that's one of these. So you're going due to the nature of just the square being filled in. Certain characters can only be in certain places. So I don't think it matters if they overlap or anything like that, do they?
No, it isn't if they overlap you lose. It's just if they overlap you're wasting space you could otherwise use.
Save on him for a bit.
Yeah, you could like put the 2 also on the bottom to divide a bit more to cover like the 2 in this place, because then you cover quite a big area as well.
Oh, you mean
No, not just put the 2 block or 2 squares guy where you just hit the other one.
Sorry, okay, you mean this one?
No, the 2 ones, that's 3.
This one?
That's 1.
This one?
Yeah.
Where?
2 squares. 1 down. Because then that corner's also filled in.
Leave that there, whatever.
Yeah,
This spot's difficult to work with due to the efficiency of it.
yeah.
Put stuff away.
I'm not done.
Hey Martin. Yeah, we're doing alright, just solving puzzles and shite.
Yeah.
This one's the most important because it covers the most distance. We need to utilize them as efficiently as possible.
Yeah.
That little corner becomes a problem.
Yeah, it's like I feel like this is. And this just looks like it's made for the one guy.
It's like it's based on the distance of where he's standing. That's the thing. That's how it works on the efficiency of the chart. I want to get as much of these multiple line things working. Put you there. It's like that's so close.
Not that far off. Can you move the bottom 3 onto the left and just?
Now they're cancelling each other out. Oh, there we go.
No, there's one on the left.
Yeah. So we just need to be a bit more efficient to do that. Hey.
Okay, yeah, I think we placed the 3 wrong right now. I think right this wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that one of them in the middle where you had them actually is good.
Yeah, this setup is ideal. Just need to be more efficient. I'm having a hard time seeing it.
Yeah, that's actually. Oh no, fuck. Yeah.
I think the placement of these 2 are probably ideal. It's it's this section. It's this section on the right. This is the problem area.
Yeah. It's like it's really close. Just the last bit of it.
Ah, I don't know. Bring up the cheat sheet. I can only get so far. These corner bits, that's the troublemaker, really.
Oh wow. Okay, so one of the three you do to the left.
Here?
That's not a three. It's a one.
Sorry.
Grab one of the threes. The blue guys.
Oh, that's oh whatever. This one.
Yeah, put it to the white guy in the left bottom corner.
What? Here?
Replace him, so two above.
Here. This is a woman, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. This is a Spectre. So this one, yeah, put it to up. Yep, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah, then you kinda.
Done.
Puzzle, to be sure.
Thank God it's
Oh,
automated.
Ah.
Puzzle is without an answer.
Yes, Martin.
Actually, multiple solutions.
Yay. Yes, Martin, I did hear about that. There was a lot of Disney announcements not that long ago. I don't care. Like, I'm so out of the Pixar field. So much. Oh, that's...
There's multiple ones.
Oh yeah, it just says this is one of the solutions. But that looks so inefficient.
It's like I enjoyed Incredibles 2 for what it was. It's like really neat.
I haven't seen it.
Sequel.
I haven't seen it. I didn't want to see it. The second I saw the trailer, I was like, just rehashing the first film's plot, aren't we? I know it's different, but that's what I was seeing. It's just like, oh, we're just doing the same plot as the first one, but now the roles are reversed. It's totally different.
It's like yeah, it's hard to be like how to discuss this without spoilers now.
I don't care.
Like there is more to it, but it wasn't enough themes as well. But
I'm sure there
like,
is, but yeah, waiting on you.
Now we can get the evacuation started. Let me handle the people. I won't let anyone in this town come to harm.
Thank you, Mr. Grump. We'll continue with our investigation. Oh, people wouldn't shut up about these new skins. And I know why. The internet be horny.
It's like,
They did not waste any time exploiting some emotes. Looks like we actually got a meal here for once. Shame we can't see it. Anyway, I'm just gonna put down the tab.
Mr. Layton, what do you have in mind for the children with the Spectre?
I think it is time we determine the true nature of the Spectre.
The true nature of the Spectre?
And to do that, we need to lay a trap. A trap that spans the whole town.
Wow. Can we do that?
Not alone we can't. We'll need quite a few helping hands.
But if we're not going to ask the police for help?
We shall ask the Black Ravens.
Ah, good idea, Professor.
Let's head to the black market and find Crow. Ah yes, illegal business. I'll totally get the police on our side now.
It's not about the police, it's about helping the people.
Yes, sure. Oh, and he's still mad. Oh, you're here too.
Okay, what are you doing here? No, that's a silly question. Why there's Sparky, there's Spot. There's Spot, there's Sparky. What? You mean you can take a boat from here? That's impossible. The word's impossible. It's not in old Bucky's dictionary. That's why I never saw any of those Tom Cruise movies. Hey, you guys want the ride? Bucky's got some great boats here.
That's another station on the list. Hang on, there's 6 buttons, but appear 7. Yeah, sure, why not? Watching or playing, because that's what you're looking at right now. This is Spectre's Call, or the last Spectre, depending on your regional differences.
Wait, is she just flashed her sweets.
Oh,
She's just
look,
mocking us again.
look at the candy that you can't have.
You bitch.
Oh, good. Ah, our very own city gentleman returns. What can I do for you, kind sir? Crow, we need your help in laying a trap for the Spectre. A trap for the Spectre? You must be joking.
You're saving the town.
Oh, the walkthrough. Okay, that makes much more sense. Very noble, rich boy, but you can't seriously expect us to take on the Spectre. That's alright. This mission is fairly dangerous. Probably is too much for a group of children. Whoa, wait, what are you talking about? We may be kids, but we're not afraid of anything. All I'm saying is, how are you going to catch it if you don't even know what it is? Ah, but that's the point. The trap will expose the Spectre's true nature. You really think you can pull that off? With your help, I think we can, yes. Are you interested? Maybe. I'm intrigued now. What do you need from us? Well, the first thing we'll need is...
Hustle.
I'm surprised that isn't a puzzle. And from there, we'll just wait for the Spectre to appear.
And I will have it.
Let's go to the place where the Spectre will appear next. We have a lot to do. Alright, gang, let's split up and search for clues. This is very Scooby-Doo.
I also love how Layton just plays Crow. Like, oh, yeah, you're being afraid and you can't take it down. I understand.
That's how you goad anyone to do anything. Just say they can't do it and then prove otherwise.
Don't you understand that you have to use reverse psychology?
I mean, Luke, I believe the Spectre will be appearing soon. I think it would be much easier to get a good view of it through the mist if I wait outside. It's dangerous, but it's a risk I have to accept.
What are you planning to do, Professor?
I should be able to get a good look at the Spectre if I wait for it here. In the meantime, I want you two to hide somewhere out of the way.
What? You want me to run and hide? I'm the best fighter of all of us. As your assistant, I'm going to be right at your side, no matter the danger. Consider me your assistant as well, Mr. Layton.
I appreciate this, but I can't put either of you in danger.
I'm sure we're not in any danger as long as we're with you. The more pious eyes we have for you, Spectre, the better. Oh?
Well, I can't dispute that. Alright, you can stay with me, but the moment you sense danger, promise me you will run for cover.
Understood, Professor. You be careful too, Mr. Layton.
Always. Now, we wait for the Spectre. This gonna be good.
It's the fog.
It's coming!
I'm not sure being in that boat is Wise's choice.
The Spectre! I can feel it! Look at the Spectre.
Oh, yes. I got a very good look.
Emmy, Luke, the Spectre is not at all what we had imagined. It appears to be...
There they are. Apprehend them.
Chief Constable Jakes.
They are behind this whole Spectre madness. They were responsible for destroying the town.
It's a pretty important section there, Martin. We can't go over it now. It's too late.
What? It's a complete fabrication. Huh. You can deny it all the way to the station, Missy. Don't you call me that. Chief Constable Jakes, you can't be serious.
Ah,
Stop, unhand me. I warned you a lot. Keep yapping and I will slap you with restraining arrest too.
resisting.
Oh,
That too. Jakes, you know as well as I do that that we aren't the ones behind the Spectre. Far from it. In fact, the Spectre...
no, Layton. Own up to your crimes like a gentleman. Ha 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 ha. Alright, take them away. Have a nice little nap.
What? Where am I?
Interrogation room. Nice, eh? I like to keep our prime suspects cozy. Let us out. We haven't done anything wrong.
Stay calm, Luke.
What do you want with us? I demand to see Solicitor.
Solicitor.
Do you? You've been reading too many pop novels, Missy. Once you explain to the town that the Spectre is all you're doing, you'll get your lawyer. If you know what's good for you, you just sit here quietly and keep your traps shut. That smug bullet deserves a kick up his big fat.
Ahem.
What is it, Mr. Layton?
I've been thinking. Jakes and his men were immediately on the scene, but they weren't aware of Luke's prediction.
True. The police held us off the moment the Spectre was gone. It's as if he knew the Spectre would appear there.
And he was planning on having us arrested all along.
Wait, what are you saying?
I believe this is all connected to the true nature of the Spectre.
Which is?
You must clear up one more mystery before I can be absolutely certain. Our first step now is to find a way out of here as quickly as possible.
Professor, are you suggesting a jailbreak?
That is exactly what I'm suggesting, yes.
Oh, got 'em. No problem. We don't gotta worry no more.
Worry?
What's so funny?
Oh, you must forgive my levity. I just find your confidence to be rather, what's the word? Quaint.
Is that right? You best watch your mouth.
You fool! As you stand here boasting, I guarantee that Layton is breaking out of your provincial little prison cell.
Now, how am I to do that? Oh.
Professor, why are you just looking for hint coins?
Well, you never know. Light switch. There gotta be. What's finally? Yeah, the door, of course.
Mr. Layton, the door won't open.
It must be locked from the outside. There's a keyhole on this side of the door too, but it's of little use without the key.
Look, Professor, stand aside, please. I think I can have this door done. Okay, I can.
She's being interrupted.
Yeah.
Wait, Emmy, if we make a noise, our escape will be noticed. Let us consider the alternatives first.
I know. Toby can help us. Toby, we want to get out of this room. Can you bring the key? Oh. What does it look? There are 3 different keys. Toby doesn't know which one is right.
Is this the puzzle where the keys had to be inserted in reverse, like the old one? Yeah, kind of. Layton, Luke, and Emmy need to escape the police station. Luckily, Toppy has brought them a bunch of keys, but only one of the keys fit the lock. Which of these keys open the door? The door will not open unless the key can be fully inserted and turned. Okay, well, by the nature of how keys work, I'm gonna go with A. Because B doesn't fit due to the nature of the shape, and C is too damn long, so it has to be A. Because you can insert, turn, insert more.
Okay, yeah.
I bet you there are locks that actually work like this.
That was
I
it.
also don't really fully understand how locks work.
What, in general, or?
It's like how you picture it completely. It's like, yeah.
Well, on the diagram, that's exactly how the thing was solved, so
Yeah.
it's literally meet halfway, turn, keep pushing.
That did it. Never can get out. Amazing stuff, Luke. You really can talk to animals.
Quickly now, let's go. We still have to solve the riddle of the Spectre, and not this animal talking business.
Right, Professor.
We'll just waltz out of the station and no one will notice.
It's like, well, I guess they're free to go now.
No, not yet, Martin. We're still like, what, a third left to go. There's still mystery to be solved.
Professor, there are police all over the place.
We'll have to find some way to escape without being seen. Oh, a puzzle in itself for escaping. Layton, Luke, and Emmy need to get the key and reach the exit without alerting any guards. There is a path that will allow the group to pick up the key on their way to the exit without passing in front of any guarded doorway or using the same corridor twice. Unfortunately, the corridors are all one way, so they must walk in the direction of the arrows to a path that shows how the group can make their escape. Why are the pathways one way? Okay, let's try this way first. Is a dead end, so that's not gonna work.
I mean, I would just work my way back from the key.
Blocked out the key, didn't I? But I can't get to said key. That's the problem. I have to work with the one-way path.
Yeah, that's why you like go from where the
Go
key
that
is.
No, I can't draw from the key.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Can't draw from. Doesn't matter. But it wouldn't change anything anyway, so just leave that there.
Yeah, just go down from there, on down to the right, and then yeah, then you go above.
There.
Some puzzles must be met.
Is it
directly.
better or worse that the? Oh, must
What?
have missed something.
What could have gone wrong here?
Must have missed something. I must have glanced over or something. You distracted me with the whole start drawing with the key thing.
Sorry.
Okay,
Maybe we went down there already.
probably did. There. It's easy to glance over because the arrows get covered up real easy.
Time to apply some creative thinking.
There we go.
A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
The arrows on the floor get covered up
But
way too
Why do you
easily.
need a second key now?
No, it's the same key. Oh, what, you think all keys apply to every door?
Yeah, but it's like, it's a public police station. Once you're out of the interrogation room, you should be, able to just leave it.
What, you telling me a police station doesn't lock the front door just in case of this shenanigans happening?
Yeah, because people need to get into the police station, at least get out of it.
That's convenient. Time passed quickly. Jake certainly seems intent on obstructing our investigation.
So, what do we do now?
We have another puzzle to solve.
What is that?
The Spectre's flute.
What about it?
The flute controls the Spectre. In a manner of speaking, that is. But we need to find out why the flute is audible all over town, and who is playing it.
Just assumed that whoever played the music was with the Spectre.
In this town, the wind could not carry the sound of a flute more than 100 yards. Not to mention, it would be dangerous to play the flute in the area being attacked. We haven't seen anyone around during the attacks, yet we still clearly heard the flute. Luke, do you remember the sites the Spectre has attacked so far?
All my predictions are lodged in my notebook.
That you currently have, Professor. Let's head back to High-Yard Arch. We need to determine what the attack sites have in common. Yeah, sure. Let's. I think this is gonna just evolve into a terrible direction in a minute. Oh, what a state.
Nothing but rubble. The ark was completely demolished. The fog was so thick you couldn't see 2 inches in front of you.
Which seems to be typical of the fog that accompanies the Spectre.
Mr. Layton, are you saying that the Spectre somehow creates fog?
That does appear to be the case, although I'm not sure what this means exactly. Maybe we should spread out and search the area. Of course. That's it. Finally, the puzzle pieces fit together.
What is it, Professor?
Do you two remember what the flute sounded like? Not the tune it played, but the quality of the sound. Do you remember? It was a while ago, so forgive me if I'm forgetting the description.
Echo.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone said they heard it echo all over town.
Exactly. Regardless of where we were, the flute's echoes were still clearly audible. Everyone in town heard it, not just people near the Spectre. Is there anything that could carry sound throughout Miss Tollery? Anything you can think of? Everyone hummed it.
Old pipes. It's those old pipes we've all heard. We have all over town. They carried the sound.
I believe you are correct, Luke. The sound was carried all over Miss Tollery through these old pipes.
So it was the old water pipes all over Miss Tollery.
Yes, that's right. I believe the pipes go all the way up to Bard Manor on High-Yard Hill.
Sorry. The pipes go up to the lake? Professor, you don't suppose...
Let's head to Bard Manor. I think all become clear there. Perfect. I made a good estimate there. Okay, we're almost there. Just a bit more. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of puzzles. That's a lot of puzzles. Fuck. Well, at least we know we won't be short of any next time around. I think the next stream will be dedicated to solving all those, just in case another blockade shows up.
Yeah.
Do the save state. Many times when I do that, I wonder, I was like, did I remember to do the save state? God, I hope I did.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Thumbnail preview. Alright, cool. Right, that'll do for a stream. So check back on I don't know actually. I've blanked out.
It's tomorrow.
Okay, so it's our usual schedule, not Friday. So check back on tomorrow on Thursday for more Professor Layton. So till then, bye all.
Bye.
Okay. I think it's like 2-3 streams at maximum, knowing how these final chapters like to be.
Yeah.